Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Locked in Lego video, where today I have a sequel to a video I made about 2 years ago, which is all about 3D printed Lego pieces. Now if you guys haven't seen the original video, it's pretty old, so it's not up to the same quality I produce my videos today, but I'll go ahead and link that in the description if you want to see my original designs. But basically, for those of you who don't know about 3D printing, it's basically you design a model on a computer, and then a machine prints it layer by layer up into whatever you created in the model. And basically today I've created 4 different types of Lego pieces that I basically created using the Lego patent design. I looked at the dimensions and the scaling and the spacing, and I did my best to recreate 4 of the classic Lego pieces. And so basically what I'm going to do in this video is I'm just going to show you how well they stick together and how they compare to, real Lego bricks. So without further ado guys, let's go ahead and get into this video. So the first pieces I created were the classic 2x4s, and I'll bring out some Lego ones for an example. And I want to give you guys a kind of a close look at this because it's kind of interesting. You can see, kind of how the layers were printed. And you can see on the underside, I printed some braces on there to give it some structure because 3D printing plastic can be pretty weak sometimes. And so this is my piece, and here's the second one. It's pretty much the same thing. And now here is a Lego black 2x4. The first thing you'll notice is that Lego has their name on every single stud. This one's kind of hard to see because it's black, but if I bring out a lighter piece, you can see the Lego thing. And obviously I didn't put that on mine because it's not an official Lego brick. And then the dimensions are pretty much the same, almost in every way. And in terms of sticking together, my pieces sort of go together. Obviously the dimensions are a little off, so it's not quite a perfect fit. But this was just me, trying my best. And obviously I'm not an expert, but in terms of sizing, they're pretty close. But in terms of clutch power, I just can't, match what Lego can do. And then we'll take a look at the undersides here. Lego obviously has a much more complicated design, and their plastic's a bit stronger, so they don't need as many supports. But yeah, that's pretty much my 2x4 that I made compared to Legos. The next piece I made were the 2x2, and basically the only difference between mine and Legos is the amount of support on the inside. Obviously on Legos they don't have any support braces, and I have 4 to keep my thing intact. And let's see if they stick together. And they actually do stick together pretty well, more than my 2x4. Probably put this one on the bottom. Boom, it's a perfect fit. And if you were to integrate this into, a mock or anything, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell the difference. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's go on to the next piece. The next piece I made were some 1x4 bars. Here's some Lego ones for reference. And I went at these totally different than Lego, because as you can see, the top is relatively similar. When I flip it over, I just decided to leave this whole thing blank because I thought that would give it some more customability, But obviously Lego has these things which help with clutch power and stuff. Because when I try to put this on here, it works very well. But if I try to put this on here, well, I guess it also works pretty well. Anyway, the main reason that Lego includes these bars here is because if I get, like a 1x2, and I try and stick it in here, it's just gonna slide all around. Whereas if I put that in a Lego brick, it's gonna stay in place. But other than that, these seem to work pretty well. So happy with that. And I guess let's get on to the last piece I made. And then the last piece I made here is just the standard 1x2, which again is very similar to Legos in terms of its sizing and dimensions. Just the only difference being that I didn't put any support material on the bottom. But when you're just connecting 1x2s together, it doesn't really matter. They stick together pretty nicely. But if I were to bring in one of the 1x4s I made, obviously it would still slide around. And same case with this one. If I try to stick this on here, it's not going to want to stick very well because it doesn't have this center brace, which is why this one likes to stick very well. So that's pretty much it for all my pieces. We'll go ahead and do one last overview, and then we'll close out the video. Alright, so lastly, I just want to show you how well my designed pieces integrate with regular Legos. And as you can tell, it's a pretty snug fit. You can't really tell that it's not Lego, besides that the color is obviously much different from the Lego white. But other than that, they pretty much integrate seamlessly in with the other pieces, which is pretty cool, because I didn't think they'd work quite that well, but obviously they're not perfect, and you can see there's still gaps here, which Lego pieces don't do. But for designing them myself, I think they stick together pretty well as pieces. And so that's pretty much all for this video, guys. Please let me know what you think down with a comment below. If you like these 3D printed Lego pieces, if you have any questions about 3D printing, I'd be happy to answer them. And let me know if you want to see more videos like this in the future. But that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.